Last week we discussed the ceiling tool and the floor tool. So today I'm going to look at the roof tool in Revit. So we will take a model and start. So there are a few ways of drawing a roof. So we will look at one by one the techniques. First one is called as roof by extrusion. Sorry, roof by footprint. So here what we are going to do is we are going to draw this roof footprint. Say this is the building wall. So outside the walls, I'm going to draw the roof's footprint. So if I do this example, say suppose this is my building. So I'm going to use these roof techniques. First method, roof by footprint. Here, what we are going to do, say roof is placed in level 2, or else you can place in level 1. So I'm going to put it in level 2. Press OK. Then software is going to ask me to draw the boundary lines. So I'm going to draw the boundary lines. If you want, you can use the normal line tool and the other tools, or else use this big ball method. So now, if you select this big ball and start this, the roof is drawn exactly on the wall. So if you want to have an offset overhang, you can have say 2 feet overhang. Now the roof is going outside the wall 2 feet away, and the slope is mentioned here. If you don't need the slope, you can switch off the slope tool from here. Say I'll just complete the boundaries like this. If you want, you can toggle like this. Now, if you have completed, everywhere I have the slope 9 over 12, 9 over 12, 9 over 12, and I can press OK. Now, when I press OK, it will ask you to attach the roof, walls to the roof. So if you don't attach, say, if you just say no, and if you look at the 3D picture, this will be your roof. So roof is now created in level 2, but the walls are not going to attach. That's what the software asked me earlier to attach. Now, if you don't do it automatically, you have to do it manually. So we can attach the top of the wall to the top of the roof like this manually. Select the wall, attach top base to this roof. So this is asked earlier by the software to do automatically. So I did say no. That's why I got something like this. So if you just if I show you the sketch again. Now if I press OK, it will ask me to attach. So if I say no, yeah, you will not cut the wall. Software will not cut the wall. If you say yes, he will cut it and finish it for you. So this is my outcome. So this is the basic roof we can draw from footprint method. So if you want, you can again change the angle slope from these tools even. So if you want to edit the footprint, you can just right click here and edit them. So 9 over 12, 9 over 12. If I want, I can change the slopes here even. So this side is now uneven. So this is the basic idea. So I'll show you again what to do. Boot, boot by blueprint. Select the level you want. Then pick walls. That is the easiest way. Have an overhang. If you want, you can have slope and just do this thing. And if you want to change the heights, slopes, you can just click on these slope and change the height. So if you press OK now, it will ask you to attach it. Say yes. This is my output. So you can do this and check. Any questions? Tell me.
Sir, can you repeat the methods again?
This technique again.
Yes, sir.
Uh, you don't need to have a wall like this, but if you have walls, it's easy. So otherwise, you have to draw the boundary manually using the line tool. So here I have the boundary already. So we just go to root by footprint, select the level. If you want, you can put it in ground floor even, level 2. Then this tool is automatically started, big walls. And boundary line I'm going to draw. This should be a closed loop. And I have overhang, that is the wall is roof is coming out a little bit away from the wall. So just click on the walls like this. It will close. It will create a closed loop. And if you want, you can change the slopes from here. These are very big slopes because this is designed for US, America. So they have big slopes in the roofs to prevent snow falling. So we may not use this kind of big slopes. Press OK, then it will ask you to attach it. If I say yes, automatically these will be cut off, unnecessary walls, and it will attach. Now the wall and roofs are attached with each other. So this is my uh, so I'll give you some time to draw this kind of a roof. So we do this and try to draw something like this. Say and try to draw a shed roof. So I will put all this here. Try both cases. Here what we have to do is we have to change the slopes. Now you try these things. If you have four-sided slopes, every side is now slope. Four-sided. All the sides are slope. Here we have only sides. Here only we have one side. So just try these two roof types also and see whether you can do it. Just only thing you have to do is you have to adjust the slope. Adjust means you have to remove the slope uh, in this one, and this has only one slope. Just try it and see. I'll give you time. Okay, so I hope you have tried it. Uh, I will draw this and show you. So the only difference we have to do is adjusting the slope. Now you can see in the floor plan level 1, we can't see the roof we do. If you just go to level 2 here, level 2 plan, you can see the roof. So this is my roof I did. So if you just go to ceiling plan, you can see. And ceiling level 2, you cannot, you can see. So the floor level 1, you can't see because it's on the second level. So that's the thing you have to understand. So if you just try to edit the footprint from this 3D view also can be done. Here I have to only change, only remove the slope from this stick. Here also we can change the, sorry, remove the slope. So these two sides I don't have slope, only these two sides. Then the roof will be this way. So you can see the wall has been attached to the roof always. So if you just if you want to detach it, you just use the detach tool. We discussed this last week also. We can detach this here. So if you want to attach manually, just come here and attach like this. So this is where we can find two slopes. If you want only one slope, just remove this slope also, then only one slope, something like this. So this is how we adjust the slope and get the building roof shape we want. Okay, so we can have four-sided or two-sided or even three-sided slopes we can have. Say, I'll apply a slope here. So here now three-sided slope. This side doesn't have a slope, so you get something like this. So this side doesn't have slope, only three sides. That is also possible. Now, if I change the building shape, now I'm going to change the building a little bit. Say I will draw another wall, something like this. So we may have these kind of shapes. So I will trim it. I will split it from here. Split tools. So this is my shape now. So I'm going to add the footprint again. So this time also we can have a slope like this. So if you want, you can design an entire roof like this. It's up to you to select. So here this should be trimmed. Now if I press OK, attach, this is my roof type, roof shape. So this is also possible. Uh, if you just look at the inside, this is nicely cleaned up, so no problem. Just try this kind of an example and see whether you are comfortable. So here I gave all the sides. I gave a lot of slopes in every side. Just see whether you are getting the slope. Okay, I hope you are comfortable. So we will move on to the next areas. If I want to repeat this, tell me. Uh, Now, if you want to have a cut in a roof, now if I want to cut this roof, we have these opening methods. We have discussed this. Some of the things we have discussed already. Opening by face we discussed uh, for the floors. So the same technique can be used here by face. You can select the face like this and draw the shape you like. Say in the even in the 3D view I can do it. So I'm drawing something like this and press OK. It will cut your roof. So it's perpendicular to the slope. So you see it's going to be perpendicular. If I just have the wireframe, this is exactly perpendicular to the roof. So the cutting is happen perpendicular to the roof. And if you want to have a vertical cut, there are ways. This is the vertical cut. Same technique. Only thing is the cut is vertical. So if I do it here again, select the tool, do something like this. You can see the cut is now vertical. So if I press OK, that cut is a vertical cut. This is perpendicular to the roof. So you can try these two and see the difference. This is vertical. This is perpendicular to the roof. So both methods are available under biface and vertical cut. Just try these things and check whether you are okay. If you want to do this perfectly, go to this plan views and do. Say here I just did it in the 3D view. You can nicely draw it in the plan view and use the annotations and put the dimensions. So if I give this as exam question, we will give these kind of lengths. So you can do it accurately. So these can be adjusted. I think it's already done. So in the exams, normally we will give accurate dimensions like this. So 3D view is not really good to do these things because I can't put dimensions from these edges. So these annotation buttons are, some of the buttons are not working. If you try to put a line dimension, it may not give you the correct measurement. So you see it's not correctly appearing. So if I give this as a question in the exam, it will be given in the plan view. Plan view, we will give the dimensions like this. Any questions about this?
Not clear.
Okay. So shall I move on to the next area? Now we have discussed the basic footprint method, and we attached the walls and we did some cutting like this. Now sometimes you may have to attach the roofs manually. Now this is already done for you, but if you want you can do it manually. Say I'll delete this and show you what happens. Now if you do something like this, roof by footprint, this without going around the building, I may do something like this. So this is a single room. If you press OK, attach it, 3D view, something like this will come up. Now, if you do it for the other roof also, so I will do it for the other one, roof by footprint. This one, this one. Now this side, I can just close it without a slope. So if I want, I can use this line tool and just close it manually like this. Or else I can close something like this without coming here and touch it. So when I do this way, this is the result. So I think we didn't attach it. I will attach it. It will not ask me to attach it. So now I will attach manually. Something like this. Now, sorry, this can be without the slope. So something like this can be drawn. Now, if you want, you can join these two roofs manually. So earlier I drew it as a one segment. Sometimes you may not have that luxury to draw as a one segment. So we may draw two segments like that and we'll try to attach it. Now there are join tools available in modify area. So if I just look at modify area, then all join groups. These two, join unjoin group. So I can come here and join this group.
මේක දැන් ඔයා එවනකල් අපිට ඉන්න බෑ. ඔයා අපිට පොත බලලා කියන්න මේ මිස්ටර් වෙලාව විතරක්. ඒතර ඉංග්‍රීසි ලියාගන්න. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ දැන් මේ හදිස්සිය නිසා වෙලාව එවලා පස්සේ වන්න ඕනේ කියවන්න. හරි.
Anka Pereira, please mute your mic. Okay, so I hope you understood what I did. I will quickly do it again. We can just join it like this. So this side, this is a normal roof attached. Now I will put the 3D view also. Now here we are going to draw separately. So I'm going to draw it here again. Level 2. This side, this side, this side. Here I don't have a wall to select, so I may use the line tool and just complete somewhere here. I'm not going to touch it. So this may not have a slope, zero slope, and you can trim this. And you can see this is how the footprint is drawn. Okay, it will ask you to attach. Just do attach. This side was not attached. If you want, you can do it manually. Now this is done. Now if you want, you can join these groups. There's a tool called join groups. So I will go to modify here, get this join group tool, join group. Just select the edge of this group and select this target. It will join. Now this is another way of doing this. Now I can attach the walls now. Yes, and complete. Now, but the problem here is this middle area has not been cut. So if you just look at this one, the cutting has not been happened. There's material leak because it's just joined the roofs only. I hope you understand. So he has only joined the roofs but not the cut. So these kind of things are called dormer cuts. So you may have seen these kind of things in some buildings. So this is called dormer openings. So if you just look at YouTube internet, so you may see these kind of openings groups in lot of buildings. So how can I design this kind of a thing in Revit? You can't do at once because this is elevated. This is in somewhere else. This is in somewhere else. So how can I manage this in Revit? So these kind of groups are available in some buildings. So this is another example. So how can I cut this area? Are you okay with this joint tool? So you just select the edge and select the target group. It will extend and join. Okay, I hope you understood. Now how can I have a cut? So this area I should remove. So we will use the dormer tools. So we have this dormer opening tool. Cuts a roof to create an opening. So this is only can be used to cut a roof. So I'm starting the tool. Then if you are new to the software, just read these areas. Select the roof to be cut by a dome opening. So this is the roof to be cut, and after you select it, it's asking you to select the boundary of the cut. Pick a joint roof, a side of a face of a wall, or joint face of the roof to define the dome opening. So here I'm just selecting this. Now automatically he has selected the area. Here we don't need to close the loop here because this is the same elevation. So this roof and this roof are in the same level. So we don't need to select this line. If you want, you can just select this line. So now this is selected. Press OK. The cut has been happened. So if I just look at inside now, the cut has been done. So just try it and see. If you have any questions, I will repeat it. I will do again one more time. Dome openings. Just select the target, select the boundary. If you just press OK, it will work because here these are same level. This one, this roof and this roof are in the same level. So I don't need to select this line. Automatically it has been cut. But there will be problems if you elevate one roof. Say I show you. Sometimes you will get cases like this roof will be elevated. Say I'll elevate it. Something like this. So it's now not in the same level, something like this. So what happens if you have something like this? So I just delete this thing, it's not needed. These kind of cases. So I just elevated the roof, which is similar to something like this. So these kind of dome openings. So what will happen now? The same joint I can do. So I will apply the joint tool. It's okay. Now this is extra. So we need to cut from the dome tool. So you can just have something like this. I will show you how to apply the dome tool here. Somewhat tricky, but you can do it. Any questions? Okay, so if you are okay with this, I will now try to apply the DOM opening. You can also try and see whether this is working. So I will just go to architecture, DOM, select the target and select the cutting line. Now here, if you press OK, it's not going to work. DOM opening cut is not fully defined. Cut was not performed. So what happens here was this line is not drawn. So earlier we didn't have this problem because both are in the same level. So the line is taken from the roof. Here I don't have a line in the roof, so there's a problem of getting this correctly. So what can we do now? So we have to draw a line here. If you just look at these drawing tools, those are not working. So these are actually not working. So if I just select this button and try to, this line is not going to work because this is somewhat away from the original line. So now if I press OK, it will not work. So if I want, I can extend these things. Then what will happen? There is a big cut which is unnecessary. So this is a very big cut. I don't need that much. So I need only this area. So these are the problems we are getting when we work with Revit. So I hope you understand my issue. So now here we are, first of all we have to draw a line here and start this work. Say then we can complete this. So I hope you understand the question I have. So what we can do is we can try a method like drawing a line here, because we can't draw the line when we start the tool. So we will set the curve plane to this area. I will just set it to here. I will set it to here. Now the work plane is here. Say if I just show it, this is my work plane. Now what we can do is we can use this these line tools, model line tools, and try to draw a line between these two. So what happens here was I drew a line earlier. So if I just quit from this and check the wireframe for hidden lines, you will find this line. So now this line can be used to get the cut. So I have drawn this line. So how did I do it? I went to set here, pick a plane and set the work plane to here. Work plane is set here. Now I went to model line tool and drew a line from here to here. This is one way of doing this. Then I try to apply the dormer cut again. Target. This is the boundary. Now here I have a line. Just select this line. So I have a line now drawn earlier. That's okay. Should work. See, it's nicely work. So this is how we cut the dormer here. In these kind of examples, we can use this previous line and get the triangle shape correctly and get the cut. Is it okay? Just write and say if you have questions, I will repeat this. These are some advanced areas, so as curious guys, you may not need these things, but just learn them. Then you can draw it nicely. So these areas are advanced in Revit, not like the other fundamental tools. So these, when I discuss the techniques here, these may be somewhat difficult for some guys if you haven't practiced the software early. Any questions? Tell me. Shall I repeat this again? If you any questions? So if you want to get the original thing back, just delete this document. It will come back. So the additional thing I do was this line. Last week we discussed how to draw, how to select the planes and do some work. We place a name board, those kind of things we did. So I have to set the work plane, selecting big planes and set this and check whether it is correctly selected. Done. Now whatever I'm drawing will be drawn on this plane. So we just connect these two vertices and the line has been drawn. So why I did draw this line? Because I have to pick this line. So you can unhide this, then use the dormer tool, select the target, select the roof here, then select this line. That's all. So if you have a closed loop, it will create the dormer. Okay. So I think you are okay with this. If we are recording this video, so we will upload these things into uh, LMS. So you can just go home and again look at it. Okay, shall we move on to the next technique? So before moving to the next technique, I will discuss how to get a flat roof and how to apply these gutters and other things. So here we will discuss how to apply a gutter for this roof. So I will take the same model. So we have these gutter, fascia and soffit tools. Say I will just apply a gutter. Gutter shape is now coming as bevel 5.5. If I just select this edge, the gutter will be applied. Say, same here. So even these will be automatically connected. Now this is like a square shape. So if you want, you can change the gutter shape even. To get the gutter shapes, we have to load the libraries. So here we don't find any library tool. I can't load the families. So we will just apply a gutter like this, and the gutter position can be offsetted from the edge. So vertical profile can be offsetted. Say I apply 2 feet. Now this is 2 feet up. So even you can put minus. Even though it's floating, it can be drawn in Revit. 1 feet. It's coming out 1 feet. So this is okay. This is okay, but you have to give a support. So 0. Now, if you want to get another gutter shape, it's not available as a family. Now, if you just click the door, you will get the load family. But in gutter shapes, you will not find that. You will not get the load family too. So, what we can do is we can load the families beforehand. So if I just go and look at the C program data, Autodesk, Revit architecture, libraries, that folder. We have a folder called profiles. So we have to load the gutter profiles. And it's under roofs. So this is the profile I loaded. Gutter, sorry, bevel. This is the shape I loaded. But if you want, you can load this shape or this shape. Or else you can draw your own shape like a circle. So semicircle. So there are a lot of ways of doing this. Either you load it from here or just draw your shape. So what we do is we come here under insert. We have this load family too. Under load families, we will load this before starting the gutter. So I can go to profiles here, groups here. So you need to have these libraries in your computer. So I want to get this pause shape. Load it. Now it was loaded to the software. Because this is not available with our normal template. Our normal template only has this shape. So I want to have another shape. That's what I'm doing here. Template will not carry everything. Gutter. Now you may get the other shapes. It's not available still. So you go to edit type and get the shape from here, say 4. So I can get another shape, change the material. Okay. Now this has been changed to 4 shape. So This is how we load the things. You load it beforehand and start the tool. So start the tool like this and load it from this list. So software will give you different ways. So this is actually they are loading a profile, not a 3D object, only the shape. So if you can draw these shapes by yourself, you can use those. So we are not doing that level in your syllabus. So this is a family, so you can draw your own family shape and use. So just apply a gutter and see whether you are okay. And we'll discuss the others also in a while. Any questions, tell me.
I got 88 out of 100.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, then I will move on to the other areas. So we will look at how to apply fascia. So we have this tool. What is meant by fascia? It's, in Sinhalese, it's called vadimbu. So we can apply a fascia in Revit very easily. You get the model shape fascia flat 1 times 12. If you look at the profile folder, you have this shape, flat shape, this shape. So if you want, you can draw your own shape. It's not in your syllabus, but you can do it. So if I want to get this shape, you have to load it now. Flat 112. You just need to select this edge. So the fascia will be applied to this edge. Something like this can be done. So I will delete the gutter. So this is my fascia. So this also can be offsetted a little bit. And if you go to edit type here, fascia flat is loaded. And if you want to get the other shape, like fascia build up, so we need to load it. So I will load that profile under profiles, groups, build. Now I will just delete this architecture tubes, fascia, edit type. Now build up is loaded. Okay. Now this is the shape and width. So you can change the horizontal and vertical profiles, offsets, and take it outward and inward a little bit. Something like this can be applied. So you can change the position easily. Unfortunately, you will not find any downpipes here. If you want to have the pipeline connected to the gutter, you need to use these Revit MEP areas and draw the pipelines. So it's not available under architecture. So downpipe should be drawn in the MEP area. So it's not available in my computer. So you'll find the services in your computer maybe. So pipelines are there. You can use them. And here I have fascia tool, sorry, soffit tool. Soffit is also like a ceiling. So if you want, you can draw the soffit similar to the ceiling. So if I just show you a model, simple one. Now for this one, we learn how to apply the ceilings. Ceilings can be applied this way. So if you just look at it, these are the ceilings I have applied. Same theory can be used to apply a soffit. Soffit is a kind of a ceiling. So I will use this level 2. Soffit material can be just selected, then change the structure if you like, and come here and pick the walls. So I can pick the soffit, the entire thing I'm going to select. Okay. Now if you just look at the 3D, it's also appearing like a scene. So you can edit the boundaries, apply a slope, those kind of things are available. But I don't have that sub element to those. So I hope you understood the concept of soffit. It's not really used in our country. This is not really used. So this is coming from the ceiling, similar to the ceiling. Any questions about these three and the footprint? Any problems?
No, sir. Sir, we can also have a slope also, isn't it?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Can we have slope for the soffit?
Slope for the soffit.
Soffit? Oh, yes, sir.
Yes. It you can have it, but not like the sub-element tool is not working. Just you can just have a slope arrow, something like this, and apply a soffit to the roof. So say I can do it in the 3D even. So something like this can be given. Say something like this. So if you want to apply these for every roof segment, you have to draw soffits for every roof segments. Modern day houses, you have different roof segments, so you can draw several soffits and get that ceiling shape. Even for the ceiling, you can apply this kind of slope, but you will not find that sub-element tools which were available for floors and roofs. So I will show you that sub-element tool again for the roof. Say, for an example, if you draw a roof by footprint, uh, now the roof has been drawn, this kind of a roof, but you will not find the sub-element tool appear. But if you try to have a flat roof, you need to remove these slopes in every side. So if I want to draw a flat roof, just remove all these slopes in all the sides. Now press OK. Now this is a flat roof. So without the slope, it's a flat roof, and you find these sub-element tools now come. Now we have discussed this last week, so we can use a point something like this. This anywhere you like, and press the escape key and elevate this, say 6 feet. So this can be done, say 4 feet. So different shapes of the same roof can be obtained. So using the sub-element tool, click here, the 10 feet. So I can change my roof like a floor. And if you want to get the flat roof again, just reset the slope. So this sub-element is working when you have flat roofs. Now if you want to have a straight line, just draw a line something like this, 90 degrees, and click escape one time and elevate this, say 10 feet. So something like this can be easily done from the flat roof sub-element. So I hope you understood. So you have to first get the flat shape. After you get the flat shape, these editing buttons will appear. And we have the normal slope arrows. That traditional slope arrow is also available. I can just click here and give a slope. Okay. This is a traditional slope. But sub-elements has more facilities. Now the sub-element again doesn't come because it has a slope. So you have to delete this arrow. Now the sub elements come. Modify sub elements. I just do a line here. Say, make sure you use the 90-degree correctly. Then something like this can be easily done. And if you want, you can apply sub elements here. Escape one time. Something like this. So this way we can do a lot of things for the roof as well as the floor. But the ceiling and the soffit, you don't have this luxury. That's the problem. Ceiling and soffit, have you have to say, have part by part. Check whether the sub element tool is okay for you. I will come in 1 minute. Please try this, and if you have any questions, tell me. So I will move on to the next section if you don't have questions. Just we will look at how to apply this second method called roof type extrusion. Here the idea is we are going to draw the section. Now, if you draw something like this uh, in a section, you can get something like this shape. So I'm going to draw this shape. So I'll show you with an example. For these kind of work, we can't use the plan views. We will use a elevation view, something like this, south view. So here I'm going to use this root by by root by extrusion. Uh, it asks me to select a working plane. So this working plane may be the wall here. So you can just select the wall here. Here the level is doesn't this level is not a important factor. You can just draw the shape you like. Now if you want, you can just draw something like this. So according to dimensions, you need to draw. Here I just drew something like this shape. And the roof type is selected as 12-inch basic roof. I don't need to close this. If I just press OK, there will be a roof created. Now if you just look at the 3D, this is the roof I created. So if I want, I can take this, I can lengthen it, shorten it. So whatever the editing is capable from these starting and ending points also can be changed. So quickly we can change the shape of the. So for an example, if you want to draw an arc kind of a shape, yeah, just do that. Move by extrusion. Pick a plane. This is the plane. This is that. This doesn't matter. I can use this arc tools, something like this shape. Press OK. Now you are getting a roof like this. So, and if you want, you can attach the walls now to this roof. So this kind of a technique can be used. So here we don't find any sub-element rules, nothing like that. So we can just edit the profile of the roof. This is the profile. So if you want, you can change the work plane even. So these things can be adjusted quickly. So this is about the extrusion method. You can try it and see. And any questions, tell me. Any question? So those are the basic ways of drawing a roof. So if you want to draw something like a asbestos sheet, we need some more knowledge. So that's why I didn't do that. So it's not in your discipline. It may not be needed. So if you want, you can just to draw an asbestos kind of a roof. It may need some more techniques. So these may be enough for your discipline. So you are doing QS. So I hope you are okay with this. Roof by face also, we are not going to do these kind of complex shapes. We don't do masses. So this one will not be covered. So so we have to do this area. Next day we will start this room tour. Next day I'm going to start at 11:15. So I will send you the new time slot. So next day our time is 11. So please remember that, not 9 o'clock. I will send a Zoom link. Then room tour we have to discuss next day, and these tutorials you can try. So sealing tool is easy. I will do this with you and show you how to work on this. So you can try at home. Actually, you have to draw this boundary line. So if you draw this boundary line quickly, we can get this shape. And this shape, it's a flat roof. Separately, you can draw. So just try this and see all the. I think the information is not given, the roof shapes and the other things. I will get a photo of the book and give you this information. So next day tomorrow we are going to cover that and cover the room tour, this room tour. And if the time permits, I'm going to start chapter 8. I will start the basic concepts of staircases and the furniture and the ramps. So that will end up cover modeling areas. So we have two more. We have around 1.5 days. I may not be able to cover all these things, so I may speed up a little bit in these areas. So tomorrow we will cover chapter 8 and see how it goes. So if you have any questions, just send me a message. I will try to reply. Okay, we'll stop for today. Thank you for participating.
Thank you, sir.